Hey y'all, welcome back to Firewood Hill. My name is Matt. Today we are gonna fill the roadside stand. It's not super empty, but I've had a couple spots open that I've been wanting to fill lately. And also I'm gonna talk with you guys why you should consider having a firewood stand of your own. So yeah guys, let's talk about the roadside stand. I guess the first question to ask yourself is, would it be worth your time to set up a roadside stand based off the traffic in your area, or what room you have to set up a roadside stand? And if your house or your location or whatever checks that spot, then you should really consider just putting something out there and trying it. The reason why I say that is the roadside stand sells 80% of my wood from March to September. Now when you get in the winter time, truckloads will surpass my roadside stand. While the roadside stand still does good business, I'm only selling a 20 rack, 30 rack, 40 rack here and there at the roadside stand, when I'm selling truckloads at a time, maybe multiple truckloads at a time during winter time, right? So with that being said, if I told you that I sold 30% of my wood this year at the roadside stand, you might think that's not much, but in hindsight it really is, because if you take all the wood that I sold from March to September and 80% of that's roadside stand, that's what's making the money, right? Truckloads aren't making the money at that point. Now during the winter time, the truckloads will supersede the firewood stand just because of the sheer quantity amounts. You know, you're selling a truckload, where as a roadside stand you're selling a 20 rack, 40 rack, or whatever. So for my case, even if I sold 20% at the roadside stand of my whole quantity over time, I still feel like that would be worth the time. Now, when I first started this roadside stand, I was doing it with my lawnmower, doing my truck, and I feel like I was double working, because I moved the wood from the splitting yard to the stacking yard, then moved it from the stacking yard to my truck or lawnmower, and then to the roadside stand. Yes, there's an extra step there. Now that I have a tractor and IBC totes, I could take a whole step out of it. Instead of splitting it into IBC tote, I'm not bringing it over here to stack it, and then when I need to take it to the roadside stand, I just pick up the tractor, take it, and then either stick it out there as a full IBC tote, or I could take the wood from the IBC tote and fill up the racks. So that's what we're gonna do right now, guys. I'm gonna go get the tractor. I haven't really shown y'all where I park my tractor and all that good stuff, so I'm gonna show you all that, show you the trail I have to go to. It's kind of a bumpy ride, but I'll take you through that and we'll get to the roadside stand. Here you go, guys. This is my backyard. I have a little shed back here, and back behind the shed I have a little awning. This is where I park the tractor, so it's out of the elements. I don't have anything in the wood yard to put it, so this is where I park it, and this is the trail I take. And we'll go ahead and take this trail up to the splitting wood yard, and then we'll head over to the stacking wood yard. So we got the tractor, pallet forks, and an IBC tote over here. Obviously, guys, the goal is to load the wood from the splitter or conveyor to the IBC tote, bring it over here, let it dry, then take it up to the roadside stand. But right now, I don't have any dry totes. All the totes I have full are actually oak, which is a mistake I made. So this is me learning. I won't put any oak or anything that's gonna take a while to dry, because for one, I need turnover of these baskets because I don't have a bunch of them. Two, I'm not gonna be taking oak up to the roadside stand necessarily. I do if it's mixed with other stuff, but a tote solely of oak is not gonna go up there. I'll sell that to my people who want it for heating or for cooking. So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna be putting my poplar, my white ash, my maple, anything like that into an IBC tote, and that's what's gonna go in there. Let's get this tote full. We're gonna go up to the roadside stand. All right, guys, so some pros that I have with the firewood stand. One, you can stock it at your own time, and you can stock it day or night. You do not have to wait for the sun to rise. You don't have to get out here in the middle of the day to do it. You can literally do it in the dark, because like if you have lights by the firewood stand like me, or if you have a headlamp, you could easily do that, right? So you could stock the wood at your own time. So it's not like you're really inconveniencing yourself at certain parts. You just put it in your day and work through it, right? Another pro is customers can come whenever they want. They don't have to contact you. They don't have to inconvenience you or inconvenience them. They can come day or night, doesn't matter. So with that being said, you as a processor have more time, or you have the ability to have more time processing wood instead of making deliveries and doing things like that. Another pro to firewood stand is a lot of people just want those small amounts. They want that 20 rack, that $5 bundle, whatever. And that's why they go to the grocery store or a Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever to get wood, because it's just convenient. They don't have to call somebody, which if you call me, I'm not gonna come bring you a bundle, you know? And I mean, I will if you wanna pay me $30 to do that, but who's gonna pay $30 for a $5 bundle, right? So while these small quantities doesn't seem like much, it adds up tremendously. I mean tremendously. I wish I had numbers for you guys for my roadside stand, but it's really surprising how much money you can make off a roadside stand. But enough of that, let's get up to the roadside stand and fill some wood. All right, guys, because you can see behind me, I was able to pull this tote right up to the roadside stand right there. And the reason why I didn't have the opening of the tote facing or to the tractor or facing away from the tractor is because I knew I wanted to pull up sideways right here and have that opening on that side. Yes, I know if I would have turned that opening around, that wood wouldn't have fell out, but because I'm doing it for convenience here, we got this one done. I have a 20 rack down there to fill, so we'll go ahead and knock that one out as well. There we are. We got the roadside stand completely filled, guys. Man, that tractor makes everything so much easier just because of the forks. I can now lift the IBC totes, take them down there, either leave them down there, which I will do during the winter for a full face cord, or use them as basically a big wheelbarrow, because I'm not touching it twice, because I'm leaving it in the IBC tote until it's dry, right? You know, everyone can't have a roadside stand, but if you do have an option, give it a whirl. There's only really two bad things that can happen there, guys. One, someone steals your wood, and two, you have people come to your house that you might not want to come to your house. I experienced that. I had people always coming down the driveway to give me the money, but I was easily able to fix that because I taught them that there's a box down there that they could stick their money into, and ever since then it's been seamless. No one's coming down the house trying to give me any money. So that's just educating the customer, right? So anyways, guys, I hope I taught y'all something. Hope I maybe convinced y'all to get a roadside stand, because I tell you what, it's my bread and butter. I'm hoping one day I don't even have to sell truckloads. I could just sell everything at the roadside stand. That will be in a couple years for sure, and I don't think I'd ever get away from selling truckloads just because customers need you to bring them wood. But if I can make a living off a roadside stand, that would be awesome. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.